Once number 3 had to go and meet his friend whose name also happened to be 3. But he was not interested. Why? Is because his fluency in English was not so good. And he said, Trigonometry. And let's roll the intro. Hey there, Joel here and welcome to my channel Math World. Today we are going to start with a new chapter and that is trigonometry. Oh, I'm sorry, it's trigonometry. And when I talk about trigonometry, especially in my school, most of the students, with the name itself, they get panicked that the name itself is so complicated and the chapter is also be that way. But I assure you, the chapter isn't that difficult. It's a very... It is not a topic that started in recent times, but it was used by astronomers, mathematicians in probably 500 AD and so on. It was used by Aryabhatta. He was the first one to use a trigonometric function. He called it something else. You can try and Google it out and definitely comment in the comment section. What was it called? He used the first function, which was sine function. And now you must be wondering, what is this person talking? So I will not waste much time and let's go and study which are the trigonometric functions and so on. But one use of trigonometry is that it was used to find out the distance of stars from the earth. So astronomers used it, and even now it's used in engineering, many places. And trust me, trigonometry, the name sounds little bad and weird, but the chapter is very nice, and I'm sure end of this video you will start loving trigonometry and it will be your favorite chapter out of all the chapters in the SSC Goa board curriculum. So let's go ahead and start learning it. In this trigonometry video, let us understand what are the basic rules that you need to remember whenever you are solving questions on trigonometry. So the first thing, let us understand. I have a basket over here which has lines in it, okay? And these white lines. And what happens is, remove them out and make them into different kinds of triangles. Now, in trigonometry, one of the most important thing that you need to remember is it has to be a right angle triangle. Trigonometry will not work if there is a triangle which is not having a right angle. Now, remember that probably you can apply trigonometry in other triangles as well, but as of now, in 10th standard, you are not learning anything beyond 90 degrees. So, keep this thing in mind. Next, a triangle is made of 3 sides and 3 angles. So, next point that you have to remember is wherever the 90-degree angle is, the side in front of it will always be called, you can see the yellow color slide there, the line will be called as hypotenuse. So 90-degree angle, in front of that line, in front of that angle, whatever line is there will be called as hypotenuse. Then the next line which we'll discuss is, say for example, I'm looking from this angle which is red in color. Now, the side in front of this angle will be called as opposite, which is red in color, what you can see right now. And the side next to that angle, which is currently in green color, will be called as adjacent. Okay, but what if I'm looking from the blue color angle? If we are doing that, then this side which is in front of the blue color will be called as opposite, and the side next to the angle will be called as adjacent. I hope this part is very clear, because this is very important, a key point to remember when you're solving questions. So we have three main trigonometric functions which are called as sine, cosine, tangent, and cotangent, secant, and cosecant. Now the later part, the three which are the cotangent, secant, and cosecant, you can say are kind of related to sine, cosine, and tangent. That's the reason I put them in similar colors. Sine and cosecant together, cosine and secant together, tangent and cotangent together. And these names sound very complicated to you, so let me write them in a very simple manner. Please note the way I'm writing it, because you have to remember this if you want to solve the problems correctly. So I'll start with sine, cos, tan, then I move down, writing cot, sec, cosec, and then I will write down O, A, O, A, H, H. O represents opposite, A means adjacent, and H means hypotenuse. So what is it trying to tell you? These trigonometric functions, okay, sine, cos, tan, have a relationship with the sides of the triangle. So sine of one of the angle will be related to the opposite side and the hypotenuse of the triangle. Cos of some angle will be related to adjacent and hypotenuse of the triangle. Tan represents the opposite and adjacent. Similarly, cot, sec, and cosec, it's very simple that I've written them one below the other, so all you have to do is reciprocate them. So cot will be adjacent upon opposite, sec will be hypotenuse upon adjacent, and cosec will be hypotenuse upon opposite. So remember this thing. This is one of the things which is very important when you're solving problems in trigonometry for your Goa board examination. The next part that you have to remember is this table. Please ignore that sound. Okay, this table is compulsory that you have to remember, but in case you can't remember it, then why am I making this video? I'm there to help you out, and so that you don't have to remember it or by heart this entire table, you have to learn these two triangles. That's it. Okay, yellow color and a green color triangle. Alright, and first thing I will do is draw these two triangles and write 45 45 for one of the triangle, and 60 and 30. Next thing I will do is, wherever the angle 45 is there, the side opposite to that angle I will write 1, and the side which is left I will write 2. But since the number is greater compared to all the three, I'll put a root sign. I hope this part is clear. Next, for the other triangle, wherever angle 30 is there, I will write 3, and the other side I'll write 1 and 2. Now here, since 3 is greater, I'll put a root sign. Now let us come to the first part, what we have learned. I'm sure you have already learned this and kept it ready in your mind. Now sine of say 45. Okay, so sine 45, look at the triangle where angle 45 is there. Sine means opposite and hypotenuse. So sine 45 will be opposite upon hypotenuse. So here, alright, so which will be 1 upon root 2. Now if you look in that table, sine 45 is 1 upon root 2. Let us take another example so that you can understand it well. One second. Okay, so I have 10 of 60. Okay, or 10 60. So 10 60 will be opposite upon adjacent. So comparing the angle 60, opposite is in front, the side opposite in front of it. So there I've marked it in red. Adjacent is next to it. So root 3 upon 1. Now if you look at the table, 10, 60 is root 3. Upon 1 is always considered as root 3. So you don't write 1 necessarily. So this is the way you can remember most of the angles in the triangle which you are required to solve problems. I will teach you how to go about and solving those problems, but in this introduction video please learn this much, okay? And you will not get angle 0 and so on. So for that you'll have to learn this small table. All right, for sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is 1, cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0. Just memorize this small table which is there. You don't have to remember the entire big table, but if you can remember it, well and good. There will be no problem for you to solve these problems. If in case you are going to take math in your higher secondary, that is 11th and 12th standard, you have to know this table. I wouldn't say by heart, but you have to have it in your mind clearly, because problems will be based on this. But right now in your 10th standard, trigonometry is very simple. These are the main important things that you have to remember. And please, if you like my work, please don't forget to hit the like button, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out any updates for the upcoming videos. And this is Joel signing off from Math World. Thank you and God bless you. Bye bye.